Malachi and Abe practice on a holiday Monday because you guys are still alive in the playoffs. Malachi, how's that kind of hit you when you know that you're going to the third round after the last couple of years not getting to that point?
Yeah, I mean, it's exciting. I went my freshman year, we went 3 rounds deep, and the environment was insane. And then to go last year, first round exit, and nobody really thought we were going to get 3 rounds deep this year. So to see it happen is very exciting for everybody that's playing, the coaches included. And and on top of that, we're playing Monterey. So.
Well, I was going to. You're taking the interview over there, Malachi. Abe, what is it? What are you guys doing right to still playing? What Malachi was talking about? How have you guys gotten to this point?
I mean, we're just playing hard, and we're just all playing together, and we just want to win. We're fighting to everything. So, I mean, basically sums it up.
Malachi, when we talked a few weeks ago, you talked about how defense was going to be this team's calling card. Right. And obviously that's been the case these first 2 rounds. What is it that's clicking so well on that side?
I mean, like you just said, defense is just clicking. Everything that we've been working on all year is starting to click with on every single aspect of the field. Defensively in the midfield, defensively on defense, everybody's fixed all those little kinks and everything that we needed to get throughout the year, and everybody's performing to the best of our abilities. And it's showing our shutouts these past 2 games.
And Abe, that guy standing in front of the net's had a pretty good 2 games too.
Oh my gosh. He's been incredible.
We'll talk about Talon Rodriguez. How good has he been?
He's been really huge for us, and I mean, there's no other person that I'd rather play in the back. So I mean, he's just really big for us right now.
So not to go.
And he's been there all season too. So, but like right now, when it's really mattering, he's stepped it up and put his team on the back. So.
Not that Malachi let the cat out of the bag, but you guys are playing Monterey. It's not a big secret to anybody. How much does that enhance this? How much does that add to this experience for you guys, knowing you're going to be facing that team that you've gone head-to-head with and battled with so much?
I mean, I definitely feel like it makes us want it even more, just based off of some of the performances we've had throughout the year. I believe that this team that we have after our 2 playoffs game is not the same team we've had throughout the whole year. This is in my eyes, it's a brand new team. And they haven't seen this Lippy Cooper. And they're going to have a handful tomorrow night.
And this is different, Abe, because when you were preparing for those first 2 matches, it may have been teams you'd seen, but you weren't overly familiar with.
Yes,
and I don't know how much you guys had to watch video to know them because you know them so well.
Yes,
what are the advantages to playing somebody that you know so well?
I mean, we know how they play. So that's a big part, and mostly just playing physical, that's all to me.
What are the keys Tuesday night? And you guys, and I kind of figured this would happen, you get to go to a neutral site. You're going to play on Friendships Field. What are the keys, Malachi?
Well, I mean, for starters, it's a soccer field. We play on a soccer field, so and the width of that helps us out because our home field is a full-size soccer field. And just the fact that, like he said, we know a lot about this team. And me and him especially, we've been playing against these boys since we were 7, 8 years old. Like, we've been playing against them for quite a long time. So I feel like that going into this game and how we've been playing helps us out a lot, just based off of the fact that we know what their key targets are, what they want to do. And it's just our job to make sure that we prevent any goals and make sure that we get out with a win and make history for our program.
Abe, I don't know if you're an NCAA tournament fan, but this is the time of year when you hear about Cinderella and pulling the upsets. Are you guys a Cinderella team, or are you just a team that's found it?
That's exactly what we caught ourselves. I caught us NC State because of what they're doing right now. Yeah, I mean, I definitely believe like nobody expected us to be this far, and I feel like maybe even at one point we didn't even expect us to get this far. And all it took was that one game to show us that we were capable of doing what we're doing right now.
Now, Monterey's been through 2 overtime games, having to go to overtime this last round. How much does that help you, Abe, to have that? No, it was right there. Could have ended right there, but you guys kind of found a way to fight through and keep playing.
I mean, shoot.
Ask the question one more time. I'm sorry.
Being in an overtime match, how much does that help you guys going forward?
Definitely, yeah, going forward, it definitely helps because I feel like if we didn't have to go through that overtime, it adds a little bit more nerve if we end up going through it on Tuesday, just based off the fact they've gone their past 2 games in overtime. So I feel like we definitely needed that. Like, it was definitely God's plan to give us an overtime game this past time, just so we're able to feel that feel that environment, the nerves, and it'll help us.
We'll be ready
That
for
final,
it,
yeah, I
so-
feel like we'll be ready for that final push when we need it.
Abe, you got nerves?
Oh, yes, sir.
Hey, you're not nervous,
But-
you're not human, but
But
this is how you react to
I
them.
mean,
How are you going to manage them, Abe?
just gonna play hard, play some physical, play to the end of the whistle, play with my brothers right here, and just fight it out for a W.